It's always my pleasure at this opening session to recognize the recipient of the Outstanding Educator of the Year for the Association for Supervision and Curriculum Development. ASCD this year, like past years, is proud to recognize excellent educators through the Outstanding Young Educator Award. This year, especially in Orlando, where the theme is learning beyond boundaries, and there's a rich legacy focused on imagination, creativity, and innovative spirit, it's indeed appropriate to recognize two recipients that epitomize those characteristics. This is the first year that the committee, has been challenged to select the outstanding recipient of the award. There were so many outstanding applicants and candidates for the award that the committee, in its infinite wisdom, recommended that there be two recipients. The first recipient is within the category of administrator, and the second fulfills the initial focus of the award in recognizing an outstanding teacher. Our first recipient is Mark Cohen, who is principal of the Martin Luther King Middle School in Montgomery County, Maryland. Our second honoree is Bijal Damani. Bijal teaches business education in India, where she uses project-based learning to ensure that her students move beyond rote learning in applying their skills to everyday life. She left the corporate world to teach in the Galaxy education system and is now dedicated to encouraging her students to become active citizens. She creates her own resources rather than relying on traditional textbooks, and has shown tremendous commitment to her students and, more importantly, to their future. We're delighted as well to recognize Bijal Damani, to honor her as the 2009 ASCD Outstanding Teacher of the Year. Please join me in welcoming Bijal Damani.
Namaste from India. It is an honor and privilege to stand before such an august audience. I feel honored to have selected as the OYEA winner for the year 2009. It is the stuff dreams are made up of. I knew I would be up against so many of the finest in the field. I had to read and reread the email to actually realize that I had won the award in this year. ASC had truly crossed boundaries, an apt tribute to this year's conference theme. How do I pursue myself? I started out as an ICT faculty with a pay of $70 a month, an amount which may astound many. But that is how teachers are being paid, especially in my corner of the world. Our task is the noblest of all. Whether we do it right or wrong, the effects are multiplied over generations. Never has teaching as a profession been so vital in the grooming of an entire generation. Never has a teacher been so important than in the last few years and is going to be in the years to come. We have a mammoth task ahead. Are we prepared? God bless us. As teachers, we have been entrusted with this divine opportunity to empower. The generations to come face pressures and conditions which our generation had never ever seen or fathomed. We stand on the threshold of a major economic meltdown, a major threat of terrorism in the world, and an evolving family structure. Will our young ones be able to hold the civilizations together? The need of the teacher has never been immediate or so necessary. I come from a background of commerce, information and communication technology, and teach the toughest of Indian school certificate examination board. It leaves very little scope for experimenting. My teaching methodology: nobody is beyond learning. Every student learns, just not on the same day and not in the same way. What does my classroom look like? A place where I have tried to bring the world into my class, where my students have thrown their textbooks aside to research, to surf, to create their own special scripts. Hands-on activities like commercial bazaars, student e-portfolios, and assessment and evaluation techniques have engaged this age group of 17 to 18 years olds in my class. Knowledge has to go hand in hand with skill development. That is the need of the 21st century. Yes, we need more action in our classrooms. So what does an educator really need to do to make learning happen? Engage, enlighten, empower, encourage. We have to constantly update ourselves. We have to be lifelong learners. We have to motivate, even though at times we need it ourselves, especially where resources and support is lacking. We have to encourage. After all, we are leaving them behind to look after the earth. Never have I once regretted joining the teaching force. Look at us. We are the happiest people on earth. We work with the giants, harnessing their strengths and helping them deal with their perceived weaknesses. I have always believed in Mahatma Gandhi's words, we have to be the change we wish to see in the world. And all of us are change agents. There are multiple issues facing world literacy today: poverty, hunger, prejudices. We have the power to effect a change in the world scenario. I hope that learning beyond boundaries will also help the world community, help these far out of reach segments of the society where education will kindle the brightest light. Education gives hope, faith, and joy, power to the receiver, and peace to the giver. I thank God, my parents, my schools, my students, last but not the least, my nominator, Ms. Sujata Kinney, to believe in me. Thank you all once again for this amazing award. I'm proud to be just a teacher crossing boundaries. Thank you, and namaste to all of you.